O Son of God, given for our transgression. O Lamb of God, you were sacrificed there.
And to grasp. And I want to speak to your soul this morning, whoever you are. I want to speak to your spirit on this morning, whoever you are. And I want to show you that through this woman, the Spirit speaks to us. That the Lord ministers to us. And because when I say it's not an issue, we immediately go to the issue of blood. But the blood is not the only issue. And if you think the blood is the only issue, you have oversimplified the issue.
All right, preacher.
Stay with me. That it's not about the woman getting her problem solved. It's not just about her getting her issue of blood staunched. It's much deeper than that. Because her malady, her issue, her problem is deeper than a physical problem. Because if it was physical, Brother Johnson, it's easy. How do you know this, Brother Dan? Because when you look at the text, there's a major division in the text. Because on one side of her touching Jesus, she's dealing with an issue. Then on the other side of her touching Jesus, she still has an issue. Now, she's not supposed to have an issue after she's touched Jesus, because it should not be an issue after you've touched and made contact with Jesus. But if you got an issue after the issue has been resolved, the question is, why do you still have? And we gonna shout amen when I say my sermonic theme today is it's not an issue. And it's easy to say, but it's a bit more complicated to realize. Y'all know what I'm saying? Turn to your neighbor and say, it's not an issue. Oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus. Turn to your other neighbor and say, it's not, oh, Lord, what a word, what a word. But the same people that say, preacher said it's not an issue, amen, are the same ones that after they say it, still got an issue. They come with an issue, and they leave with an issue, and got a nerve to say, ain't no issue. Y'all still ain't getting me. Some people say, I ain't got no problem. It's not a problem, but I can tell that there's still a problem. We talked about the problem. We had a so-called resolution to the problem, but you acting like you still got the problem, because you're not the same person that you were before you had the problem. And so you spend much of your time, much of your energy pretending, acting like you ain't got no issue. But I'm telling you that there has to be an issue Even though you say
It's not an issue.
it's not an issue. I'm not going to bother you with the prelude.
All right.
Because you know it.
Yeah.
But I will say, in regards to the prelude, that this woman needs Jesus so bad. She's in desperation. Tommy, there's much to admire about this woman. Because this woman has to overcome obstacles and problems and issues and all kind of stuff just to get to Jesus. Y'all feeling this? She got to overcome what they're saying about her. The rumors, suspicion, innuendo, folk who have ostracized her, folk who don't care for, folk don't even want her around. She's got to overcome all of that. She's got to overcome her financial difficulties. No, she out of money. She broke. She don't have resources. And ain't nobody trying to help her sister out. She's in it by herself. And she's struggling by herself. Because my Bible says, your Bible says, and she spent all that she had. And she still ain't no better. Still struggling. She's done everything that's humanly possible to try to remedy her situation, but she's in worse shape now than she was when she first went to get some help. Oh, Jesus, oh man. You worse off now than you went to talk to some people, but your situation is worse than it was when you kept it to yourself. And not only that, but you spent some capital. Oh Jesus, can I preach right here? You put your reputation on the line. You allow people to have access to you. You expose yourself. You told somebody what your issue was. And then you got worse. Because your issue got worse. And then after you exposed yourself, because you really wanted to keep it to yourself. Do I have a church here? You really wanted to keep it to yourself, but you felt like talking to somebody, taking your burden to somebody that you thought would understand and help you out. They made your situation worse because they really don't understand. They trying to get from you what they want, but they ain't giving you nothing back. Oh, Jesus. Grandma say a dog that'll bring a bone. There's a dog that'll carry bone away. She's struggling. Word out on the street. She got an issue. She got a major problem. She's weak. Because when you lose blood, you lose life. But how would it be one thing if this just happened today? But no, she's been suffering for 12. So there is a culmination of the issue. Problems stacked on top of problems. The problem got a problem. And then it stems some other problems. And then it becomes all convoluted and complicated. But it's based on one problem. Y'all hear me? For 12 years. If the problem caused her depression, and it does, she's been depressed for 12 years. If the problem causes her consternation, worry, she's been worrying for 12 years. Which stands to reason that when she finally touches Jesus, Jesus say, oh my goodness.
Yeah, come on now.
Because the truth be told, everybody that's in that crowd got issues. Am I right about it? And everybody in this crowd got issues. Because my Bible say all have sinned and come short of the good. There's not a one of us that ain't got. Come on now, let's keep it real now. I know this sanctified Sunday, but let's keep it real now. Everybody dealing with something. Everybody got some problem. Amen. Somebody got some sin, something they dealing with, some enemy, some catastrophe that they're dealing with. Everybody dealing with something. Amen. And I appreciate folk that don't come in here and try to pretend like ain't nothing wrong. Oh, it's going to be all right because we're going to take our burden to the Lord and leave it there. I'm going to praise him anyhow, but everybody dealing with something. That gives us a real church, because in this crowd that this woman moves into, everybody got issues. Everybody bumping up into Jesus, but nobody bumped up into Jesus like this woman. Nobody. It's in the text, because they say, Jesus said, listen, somebody touch me. I feel a surge of power. Somebody done pour virtue, power out of my body. I can feel power being transferred to some situation, and I know somebody got some major issues, and I know it because I felt it come out of my body. But the disciples say, I said, Lord, don't be ridiculous. Everybody came because they got an issue. Everybody trying to touch on you. Everybody trying to get a blessing. But he said, no. But no. Did y'all see it? He said, no. I felt, no. I felt that somebody really needed me. Touch me. And he asked the question, who touched me? Y'all stay right there. Because I believe Jesus knows who touched me. I believe that. I believe that because Jesus knows everything. I got to believe that. You got to believe that Jesus knows exactly who touched him. He cannot be a God that don't know everything. He has to know everything. And if he knows everything and he still asks the question, he's asking the question for a good reason. Because in asking the question, he's going to teach a lesson. He's going to show us something because of the question. And that moves us to move a little closer to the lady and find out, what is this all about? Because wait a minute now, she said within herself now, if I can but touch him, I know I'll be made whole. My Bible say, your Bible say that when she touched him, immediately, right then and there, her blood, her hemorrhage stopped and was stanched. And that ought to be the end of the story. But that ain't it.
Come on, preacher.
Chapman, that ain't it. Even after her blood was stopped, she's still not whole.
Yeah. Show it. Man, preacher.
Take your time with it.
Let's look at it.
Yeah.
27. When she had heard of Jesus, watch this. She came in the press, watch this, behind and touched him. Y'all see it? And for she said that I know he got the power. If I can just touch the source of the power, I'm going to be good. Watch what she says. I shall be made whole. That's what she said. Y'all following this? She felt like if I can get this physical issue resolved, then I'm going to be good.
Preacher. Say that again.
But she ain't whole yet. Because the text indicates that she ain't good yet. The text indicates that she's not at peace yet. The text indicates that she's not at rest yet. The text indicates that she's not her full self yet, although she has come into contact with the power. Oh, I wish I had a church that can get this. I wish I had somebody there. Because she thinks that once she comes in contact with this power, everything gonna be all right. But the Lord is trying to highlight the fact that once you get your physical situation resolved, you still ain't good yet. Because there is a difference and a distinction from being healed and being whole. Because everybody that's been healed ain't necessarily whole. Jesus asked the man by the pool of Bethesda, he said, man, do you want to be made whole? Not do you want your healing. He said, do you want to be good all the way around? Do you want to be as good as new? And I came by here this morning to tell somebody, even though some of us are saved, we ain't delivered.
Perfect and holy and righteous, God, you are. We magnify your name. Oh, we magnify your name.